Education today asks more of schools than ever before. Learners are changing, expectations are rising, classrooms are evolving, teachers are expected to adapt constantly. School leaders are expected to balance learning, well-being, outcomes, and change, often all at once. Yet, amidst this complexity, one truth remains unchanged. Schools grow meaningfully when educators continue to grow. Meaningful school transformations rarely happen through isolated interventions. It happens when educators are supported, when learning continues, when schools create space for reflection, dialogue, and growth. Teacher360 partners with schools to strengthen professional learning, leadership, and cultures where meaningful growth becomes sustainable. Because when educators feel empowered, schools become stronger and futures begin to change. Great classrooms begin with supported educators. Teaching demands patience, adaptability, emotional presence, and resilience every single day. Yet, the well-being of educators often receives the least attention. Teacher360's wellness engagements create meaningful spaces for reflection, renewal, and emotional well-being. Because when educators feel supported, learning feels different. But meaningful school growth cannot rest on individual effort alone. It requires culture where learning continues. Professional learning is easy to begin, harder to sustain. A workshop may inspire, but real change begins later, inside classrooms, during difficult lessons, through everyday practice. This is where continuity matters. Teacher360 works alongside schools through structured mentoring, helping strengthen instructional practice, reflective teaching, and learning cultures that endure beyond interventions. Because school improvement is rarely an event, it is a process. And meaningful learning cultures require leadership. Leadership in schools is not defined by designation alone. Sometimes it looks like a teacher stepping forward, a student discovering confidence, a voice choosing responsibility. Teacher360's leadership initiatives support both educators and students, nurturing confidence, collaboration, responsibility, and agency. Because future-ready schools are shaped by future-ready leaders. Yet, one important question remains. How does learning continue after workshops end? Teachers never stop teaching. Why should their learning stop? Professional learning often begins with enthusiasm, but sustaining it can be difficult amidst the realities of school life. The Teacher Resource Center was created to address this challenge, a dedicated space where educators can read, reflect, revisit ideas, collaborate, and continue strengthening practice at their own pace. Not occasionally, but continuously. Because schools grow stronger when professional learning becomes part of culture. Professional learning rarely grows in isolation. Sometimes it begins with a shared question, a new perspective, or simply the reassurance that others are navigating similar realities. This is why WeMeet was created. A fortnightly webinar series by Teacher360 designed to bring educators, school leaders, and experts together for meaningful conversations around contemporary educational realities, classroom practice, leadership, and change. Not lectures, conversations that matter. Not information, perspectives that stay. And meaningful conversations deserve a space to continue. The Teacher360 community brings educators together to connect, collaborate, learn, reflect, stay informed, and grow alongside one another. Because professional growth becomes stronger when learning is shared. And meaningful ecosystems grow stronger through people who choose to lead together. Every school's journey is unique. Teacher360 offers flexible engagement models that support educators and schools at every stage of their professional learning journey. From foundational training programs and year-long professional development to blended learning models and teacher resource centers, each engagement is designed to strengthen teaching practices, empower educators, and build sustainable learning cultures. We invite schools and leaders to join this growing ecosystem and explore how Teacher360 can partner in their journey of growth and transformation. When educators continue to learn, schools become stronger, learning becomes deeper, and futures become brighter. Teacher360, empowering educators, empowering futures.